Okay, last hour we got to choose the news, and we apologize for the stories that we chose.
Yeah, we really do. So John is now in the kitchen looking for the leftovers. What'd you find?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Just doing a little cleaning over here. Yeah, guys, these are the stories you did not choose. I can assure you, and any bosses that may be watching, they're more palatable than the last one.
Thank goodness.
Okay, do you remember when I gave you the choice of I'm shutting it down?
Yes.
That's what John Taffer always says on Bar Rescue. I'm shutting it down, right? Guys, the Toronto Police Department is vowing to make changes after an officer was busted for drunk driving. Police Superintendent Riaz Hussein pleaded guilty to driving under the influence after crashing his police SUV into another car. So now the chief of police there says things are about to change. First step, we're closing the bar inside the police station.
I'm sorry, did you say inside?
They have a bar in the executive, in the headquarters for the executive officers.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
The head of the Toronto Police Accountability Coalition said, that's crazy, which I think we can all agree. In case you're wondering, by the way, Hussein, the officer that got busted, had been in that bar before the crash, but it's unclear if he had been drinking. But he got into a crash, was above the legal limit, and so now they're taking the difficult step of closing the bar.
Ruined it for everybody. Way to go.
They have a bar in the police station.
Let's say it. Do they need a PIO? Because I'm
Yeah.
interested in that job. Yeah.
The Toronto Police. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, guys, remember when I gave you in the can? In the can as an option?
Okay.
Remember that? Southern California family is facing felony charges for what the state calls a multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud the state. The family from Riverside County made nearly $8 million recycling cans.
What?
What?
We got to collect more cans.
Yeah.
Prosecutors say the family collected millions of cans. The state pays anywhere from 5 to 10 cents a can, depending on the size. Here's the problem, though. Prosecutors say they collected the cans in Arizona and then brought them into California. Apparently, that's a big no-no.
Oh, really?
Somebody should have told Newman and Kramer on Seinfeld. Remember that episode where they're taking them to Michigan? Prosecutors say they also found the family with more than $1 million worth of, quote, illegally imported beverage containers. The family's been charged with felony grand theft, which is punishable by up to 3 years in prison. So here's the question, who's more embarrassed? The people that are in prison, like, what are you in for? Recycling cans? Or the investigator who's like, yeah, I'm in charge of the can recycling task force.
I got him. Got him.
You think you're going to recycle those cans in my state, buddy?
Absolutely not.
What else you got, John?
Is that it? Oh, you got one more?
One more.
Oh,
one
okay.
more. I told you, they weren't as spicy as the last. You guys had a nose for the spicy ones last round. This one, a bright, remember a bright idea? Remember I offered you a bright idea was the hint?
Sure.
Guys, if there's one thing the internet has taught us, it's this, that online challenges are always a good idea and fun. Right? A Chinese man had to go to the hospital after getting a light bulb stuck in his mouth.
What?
But you thought that was going a different direction.
Yeah.
The middle-aged man said that he watched somebody do it online and thought, hey, I wonder if I could do that.
Oh my gosh.
Which is always a terrible question to ask yourself when you see anything online.
Exactly.
Local news outlets, not here in China, they report that the man had it in his mouth for hours before finally giving up and calling the fire department. Fire department shows up and they're like, well, won't fit past your teeth. Not much we can do. So they had to go to the hospital where doctors had to use a special tool to dislocate his jaw, pull it down to get the light bulb out. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Now, this brings up the question, would you rather just crunch it in your mouth and spit out the broken pieces, or have a special tool used to dislocate your jaw?
I would say none of the above.
No, like my jaw is hurting right now just watching
I know.
it.
I was doing the same thing. Do we know the wattage of that bulb?
I believe it was a 60 watt. And it was incandescent, not LED.
Oh, okay.
But the guy's middle-aged. Like this is a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a middle-aged man.
Come on, you're smarter than
Like,
that.
let me find a light bulb and try this.
Clearly, he wasn't smarter than that, Julissa.
No.
Clearly.
You know what? It wasn't a bright idea.
I was thinking that, I just didn't want to say it.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys, those were the leftovers.
Appreciate that.